In the summer of 1892, America would witness one of the bloodiest confrontations ever to occur between labor and management. The Carnegie Steel Empire was at the height of its power when a disagreement over wages with the Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers erupted into a fierce battle at the Homestead Works along the Monongahela River near Pittsburgh. The outcome of this confrontation would not only affect the fate of the individual workers in the mill, but labor unions throughout the entire country.
Frick wants us to cut our wages 15% because the price of steel has dropped. I told him we won't go below what we've had for the last 3 years under our present contract. We fought for those wages and we won't let him cut them now.
Boys.
Baron Andrew Carnegie, who had often publicly communicated Union sympathies, departed for Scotland, leaving the notorious Henry Clay Frick with managing authority. Frick was known for his ruthless anti-union policy, and as negotiations were still taking place, he ordered the construction of a solid board fence topped with barbed wire on the mill property. The workers dubbed this newly fortified mill Fort Frick. Meetings continued through late June, but the two sides could not reach an agreement. Workers expressed their discontent by hanging Frick and Superintendent J.A. Potter in effigy on mill property and turning the hose on men sent by Potter to cut the effigies. The battle lasted from 4 a.m. on July 6th until 5 p.m., with workers finally agreeing to surrender to the Pinkertons. 3 Pinkertons and 7 workers died, and many were wounded in the fight. 6 days later, the National Guard of Pennsylvania arrived in Homestead under the orders of Governor Robert E. Pattinson. The company then used several tactics to weaken Union forces. They evicted workers from company homes, arrested individuals repeatedly just on charge of bail, and involved the workers in a series of costly court cases. On November 17th, the first break in the ranks occurred when day laborers and mechanics voted to return to work. 3 days later, the lodges of the Amalgamated voted to lift the prohibition on returning to work for the company. The company hired back some of them as non-union workers and blacklisted the others. Carnegie, Frick, and the company had won, helping to prevent the organization of the mills for the next 40 years.